up, everybody? Well, I got another Lenovo Legion Go S with the Z1 Extreme chipset and Z1 Extreme chipset twice. Yeah, right. And SteamOS gameplay video for you guys today. That's a long one. I should just call it the Lenovo Legion Go S and everyone can see what it is in the name, you know? But either way, we're gonna play this CYGNI All Guns Blazing. Probably butchering that name, so I apologize in advance. This time I'm not doing it on purpose just to troll people. Every once in a while I do have trouble pronouncing a name. Now, I obviously could look up. In fact, why don't we just do that real quick while I'm doing the rest of this? Now, this thing unfortunately this game has not run great on anything so far. So I'm hoping that with the power of SteamOS and the same chipset, hopefully we can go ahead and get some decent performance. All right, nope, you're not gonna tell me the name of the game, don't care. Nope, don't care. This is not how hard I thought it was gonna be. CYGNI. So apparently that guy, at least one other person pronounces it CYGNI. I'm not gonna sit here for 20 minutes trying to figure it out, but we'll call it CYGNI then. Guns blazing. But anyway, to the game.
All right, on the Lenovo here, we'll start off at 1080p, just like we did on the Allies. I would do its native 1200p, but my capture card almost never lets me do that. Heck, a lot of the games don't even let me do that when I'm just on the actual screen itself. I don't know if they just don't support it or what. But regardless, let's go ahead and see what this thing can do. Alright, now let's do 900p medium, and I don't know, it might be placebo, but it seems like this thing's doing ever so slightly better than the Allies did. It still can't stay at a constant, like 30 everywhere, but it gets closer, and I don't think it ever drops into the teens, like the Windows Allies did, and they're essentially the same thing at the end of the day, it's just kind of a different OS. But anyway, let's get into the game, and let's go see what this thing can do. Last up, Steam Deck settings, which is your best bet for the most FPS, of course. And anyway, in this game, the graphics settings don't really seem to change that awful much, at least on these smaller screens anyway. I mean, I noticed a little difference, especially in like text. Text, like the back reset and select, definitely looks a lot worse. Like almost like you'd need glasses. That's about the only thing I noticed though. Once you get into the game itself looks very similar. Only you get way more FPS. Alright, let's get some camera recorded gameplay now. And this thing can't hit a solid over 30 the whole time either. So the OS will not help you here. It's not an OS limitation problem, apparently. Proceed. Oh, it got me. Well, I will say it's handling this part better than anything else has so far. We were dropping down into the 20s on everything else here, and we're staying in the 40s on this guy. Okay, it's still, nope, it's still, this part's the part I must have been thinking. I thought this was the part we were at, so nope, it can't stay at above 30 here either, though it still did a little bit better. The other ones dropped into the way lower 20s than that. That was like 27, 28, versus like 24. Sometimes even in the teens on some of the allies. It's crazy. I'm surprised how hard it is to run this game. Oh, this thing's definitely handling the game the best by far. Still not flawless though, but definitely the best by far. Like right now, I can effortlessly play. I can even play at 30. I just don't like when it drops under 30 all the time. And in this thing, it hasn't done that much. A couple times, but nowhere near as much as the other system. So yeah, you do that here. Oh, we'll try not to get blown up. No, don't lock onto those. I think we have to get rid of all these guys, or those other, they keep recharging the other thing's shields. Holy shit. There's so much shit going on right now. Yeah, see, they just keep on raising its freaking thing, so you do have to cut all these. Figured it was like the beginning, but I just wanted to make sure I wasn't being stupid. No, that's what they want you to do. But I feel like by the time I get rid of them, it's just going to move me on to the next thing. That's okay. Holy shit. So much shit. You guys get the heck out of here. Aw, man. Yeah, they're walking off. Man, I don't know how you're supposed to kill those things. I must be doing something else wrong. Alright, here comes the boss man. Oop, don't want to get caught in that. now we're the part where it wants to defend itself constantly. This is not easy. Shit. Oh man. That's so close. So friggin' close. Die. Nope. He got me. Oh, I thought we only had one life left. Alright, cool. We win again then. I thought we were toast. Cool. Always nice to end on a win versus a lose any day. But alright, that's pretty much that. So why don't we wrap up?
Alright guys, that's a wrap for Gentani, or Guni, I can't remember how they say it already. We're just gonna call it all guns blazing. But no, seems like it ran a little bit better here. Still couldn't stay over 30 the entire time, but it didn't go under it that much. Not like the rest of the systems anyway. Now that's not to say it could handle the entirety of the game. They're probably way harder to run areas than that, or have way more people come at you than that. Whatever's doing it, there's probably more of that the further you get in the game, I'm imagining. But at least this one seems to be somewhat playable, and mostly playable. The other ones were just kind of like, okay, no. They're borderline playable to some, but I would call both Allies and the Steam Decks basically unplayable on this game. Anything that drops down into the teens. 20s I can forgive a little bit here if it only happens here and there. It's not the funnest thing, but I can forgive it here and there on the weaker systems. But when we start dropping down to the teens, it's like, especially on low, it's like, no, this is not playable. I don't know what's going on. Obviously my systems are just either too weak for it. I didn't really look at the specs, to be honest with you, so that'd be my own fault if I were just doing this and just expecting it to run flawlessly. But it's either that or it's just not made well. I'm not sure which. We'll see how it runs on the rest of the systems and I'll make my deduction at the end. But still, it's a fun concept for a game and I started having a lot more fun with it for sure. Sucks I have to go down to easy just to have fun with it, but hey, that's what easy's for. When you suck at normal, you can drop it down to easy and still have fun versus just getting mad at it and quitting, for example. And there's probably people that can't even do easy and still can't beat stage 1. So at least I can do that. That's the one thing I could do to make myself feel slightly better. But anyway, that's all for this particular video. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video because I sure as hell enjoy making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.